Hello, my name is Ryan Thompson, Assistant AD for Athletic Communications here at Davenport University. And today we're going to talk about the 2020 women's lacrosse season, joined by head coach Rob Harris, and also joined by junior defenseman Addie Bethune from Lakefield, Ontario. Coach, for you, you're in your 7th season, a long time here at Davenport. Obviously, there's a transitional period between the NAIA and the NCAA. We've had 2 years under our belts, increased our win total by 5 last year. What is it going to take to continue to climb?
I think there's just a couple things. One is growing the players that we have here. I know that the talent that we have on the field is good enough to have a lot of success in Division II now as we've grown our recruiting classes, and then just continue recruiting athletes like we have now and just keep on improving from there.
You know, what do you think are some key components in Division II as opposed to the NAIA, and how do you continue to build that program like you want to?
Well, the big difference is just the speed. I mean, the size and the speed. Like when we went into our first year and we had like 3 wins, we were not quite prepared because we left being semifinals in the NAIA, and we weren't quite ready for it. And I would say it was a big transition year for us. And so honestly, that's been like the biggest thing, is just like the speed of Division II and recruiting fast, aggressive athletes has probably been the biggest factor to our success, and then our continued success with the new class coming in.
You know, you talk about those girls. Who do you have coming in? Who do you think is going to make the biggest impact?
I think right away, Glynn, freshman from Rockford, Michigan. She is just, you can't stop her, and you try different ways. She always finds a way to get to the cage. She moved from defense to midfield as soon as she got here, and she has just climbed her way up on the chart, and it's just amazing to watch. We just had a scrimmage the other day, and it was just amazing to watch.
Sure. And then finally for you, like, how do you build team chemistry? What are the things you do during the season and then during the off season?
I mean, it's just something that it's very consistent. Like, that's something that in the last couple of years we've been trying to focus on is, you can't have like one team building meeting and be like, okay, we're good for the year. It's every week. Every week we do some type of team building activity, and it's not just trust falls and fun games. It's a lot of diving into deep, vulnerable stuff, because we have to trust each other, and you got to be vulnerable before you can trust someone. So we work hard on that, and people just see the success that we have on the field, and you think just good players show up. But this team, the chemistry shows on the field.
You guys were able to scrimmage the other day against Lawrence Tech. How did that go?
It went really well. I mean, we obviously have things we got to improve on, and it's fun to play against Lawrence Tech. I have so much respect for MA as a coach and that program that she's building there. But honestly, it was just so much fun to go against someone different. You get so sick of just coaching in these little drills and so that, and you just want to play someone else, and was very happy to see where we were.
Great. Addie, for you had 17 starts last year on defense. What's it like playing defense here at the Division II level?
It was definitely a transition coming into playing university. It's a higher level. There's more activity, movement. It's a lot faster pace. So kind of just getting comfortable and used to that, and making those slight adjustments is kind of where we stand. So yeah.
So how important is communication on defense? Obviously, there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of moving pieces that go on offense. So how much do you guys dig into that?
I would say it's the most important key factor. Communication is everything, and just working with your team, because defense is not a one-player game. You have to have a whole team. So I think without communication, there would be no defense.
And what are your team goals kind of heading into this season?
We've been working really hard in our preseason, and I mean, it's kind of long and daunting. So just continuing to work hard and go out and play. Like, our coaches have given us all these tools, so we just need to use these tools and kind of compete and work hard.
For you growing up, I mean, I'm assuming there's somebody that you looked up to, somebody that you use as a mentor. Who would that person or people have been?
So when I played Cortha Lacrosse in Peterborough, Erica Evans is kind of a big name back in Peterborough and even in the lacrosse world. So she went to Canisius, and then she redshirted and played her last year at Maryland, and she had a really big year last year. And she also played Team Canada, so just playing with her in high school. She's a really hard worker and a great lacrosse player, and I've always looked up to her, and I think a lot of other young girls look up to her as well.
Sure. Thanks for joining me here today. And for everything on the women's lacrosse program, you can visit dupanthers.com.